Let's do some factoring. First thing is just an intro to factoring. We're actually going to do factoring is multiplying backwards. Not necessarily division, but pulling something or some things out that are in common. So the first thing we're going to do is we're actually going to multiply, and then we'll get to factoring here in a second. So if you remember FOIL, that's first, outside, inside, last, or maybe the box method, I think most of y'all are familiar with both of them. I like FOIL, that's what I grew up with, but if you like box, you're not hearing my feelings. It's like a Punnett square here, bingo, just multiply, 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 and then multiply. And then rewrite it. And the last thing you're going to do is add like terms. And FOIL works the same way. You know, first, x times x, outside, x times 2x, inside, negative 5x, last, negative 10. Same thing. Let's add our two terms together on the inside. So I get x squared minus 3x minus 10. Boom. Same thing with number 2. I'll go ahead and do FOIL here, I should say. 3x times 2x is 6x squared. Outside 3x times negative 1 is negative 3x. Inside negative 2 times 2x is negative 4x. And the last negative 2 times negative 1 is positive 2. Add like terms, so 6x squared minus 7x plus 2. Boom, boom, boom. If you only have a number with parentheses, we don't need to do FOIL. We don't need to do box. We don't need to do Xbox or multiple representation or multiple distribution or anything like that. Just distributed property. So 4x cubed plus 28x squared. We're just multiplying them. I have a bunch of definitions here. I'm going to kind of run through them quick just because they're pretty long, they're wordy, and I just want to kind of give you the gist of it. Terms in a polynomial, if you have x squared plus 2x plus 3, these are all terms. Leading coefficient, if you have 3x squared plus 2x, leading coefficient would be 3. Degree, if you have x cubed plus x squared, the degree is the highest degree, the highest exponent, so the answer would be 3. Monomial is 1 term, binomial is 2 terms, trinomial is 3 terms. Polynomial is any of those. So that could be that one, or that one. GCF is something that they have in common. So 5x plus 15, the GCF would be 5. Something they both have in common. And factoring, that's when we're pulling something out, and that's what we'll get to here momentarily. Let's go ahead and before we do that, let's review some of that terminology. So I'm going to multiply this first. You can do box method, you can do FOIL, you can do any other method you want as long as you get the same answer. So I get 2x squared minus 6x plus 8x minus 24. So I get 2x squared plus 2x minus 24. My leading coefficient is 2. My degree is 2. How many terms we got? 3. So as you can see there, it's very straightforward. The leading coefficient is that big number in front. Exponent is my degree. And then how many terms? I'm literally just counting 1, 2, 3 terms in my final answer. On number 5, we're just distributing. So I get 3x squared minus 21. Leading coefficient, number in front of x squared is 3. Degree is 2. How many terms? We got 2. I think this is really easy. I hope I'm not going too quick. Y'all have done this since Algebra 1, maybe even since 8th grade. And lastly, number 6, negative times a positive x is negative x squared. Negative x times negative 7 is positive 7x. 1 times x is x. And last is negative 7. So I get negative x squared plus 8x minus 7. Leading coefficient this time, if we don't have a visible number there, it's 1. In this case, it's negative, so it'd be negative 1. Degree, still 2. How many terms are there? We still got 3. 1, 2, and 3. Let's jump to factoring. Sorry, let's jump to factoring here. 25x squared plus 15x. This is basically looking to see what we can take out of both of those. What are these both divisible by? They're both divisible by 5 and an x. So then I'm going to do a set of parentheses, and I'm left with 5, because 5 times 5 is 25, and x, because x times x is x squared. And then 5x times what makes 15x? Positive 3. And that's it, factoring. It's kind of like dividing, but instead of dividing and getting rid of it, we're actually going to write it right on the outside. So same thing for number, 8 down here. What can I take out of both of those? They're both divisible by 5. What can I take out of both of these? Well, I can take out an x, but I can also take out an x squared. So that's why I write that. I want the GCF, the greatest common factor of all that. Last thing here, 5 times what makes 24. I need another x. And then if I don't need anything else there, I'm just going to write 1. Because 1 times 5x squared is 5x squared. Number 9. I think we're getting the hang of this by now. A 2, an n, and I can actually take out 3 n's. So now I'm left with n squared plus, oops, not 2, sorry, 4, right? Because 2 times 4 is 8. And then last one, even though we got 3 terms, it works the same way. They're all divisible by 3. They all have an x, but let's look at the degree there. The smallest one is x. Y's, the smallest one again is y. I'm done. So 3 times 1 makes 12, 4. Need an x squared. Already got the y there. Minus 2. Need an x and a y plus y. Boom. Let me know if you got any questions. Homework is on the back of your notes. Good luck. We'll jump into factoring tomorrow. See ya.